Hello everyone, how are you today? Today I like to share with you the special chart. I call it the Squarey time frame chart. The reason I name it is because the light in the corner is squaring. And then this is the time frame. You see the time to run from um, the past through the present. Right. Um, from where I have this idea, right? I think I'm not sure if everyone have done the charts before, but I think there was a couple of brother twins. I think they did I think it's quite similar idea, but they do the curve chart here, and I think that the formula, the calculation, I think I didn't look into this calculation. I did that by myself because everyone have different idea, but they made it better than me, right? So I just shared what I have done. Right? It's not about to compare who is better than whom, but it's just share with you what we can do with the Tableau visualization. So I look into, during the study, during the reading, I look into the U.S. president, and I have the list of the U.S. presidents from 1789, George Washington, and the last president, which is the 46th president, just elected this year, which is Joe Biden. And then in here information, I have the periods, when they start and when they end, the parties they belong to, right? And yeah, for this information, I print this into Tableau like this. You can see in my screen. The president, the first one is George Washington, and then the last president is 46, which is Joe Biden here. And you can see the political group, I mean the party, right? Represented by the color here. Right? You see almost the red and then the green color. So I put in here it Democratic in the green color, and then Republicans in the red color. Right? And another one is used, then another one maybe used to be popular in the past, but now it disappear, or maybe very minority, like the WIT, National Union, or Federalist. So I think the calculation it quite complex. So I will not share all of the calculation today, but I share I will leave all the calculation in my YouTube channel or in the my Facebook Tableau Tip Top. If you like to get further detail, just drop me a message, right? So I will share with you how to do this one. I copy and paste in the Excel, right? And I have almost the same format as in the web page. One thing is I convert the picture, into the square shape here. I share with you how to do. So basically, you just select the picture, and in the picture format here, right? You go to the crop, and then crop to the shape, right? And you click the shape. In here, you can take the right click and select the format. And in the size, you can select the size of the square here, right? I put 2 and 2, right? And OK. And now you have all of the images. I under the square shape, right? So you can use that for your Tableau visualization. One more thing is how to get this one and then save it as a picture. The best way I do, and then the quick way I do, is I save the Excel as the at the web page, and you can see here is web page, and then you can save it. And then if you look into the folder of the web page you just saved here, you can see all the picture here. All good? And then you need to place this picture into the Tableau repositories and in the shape, and then I copy and paste. I put the US president picture here, and I put all the picture here. Right? We can select that later when we do the visualization. Right? Okay, so that's all the data I have for the visualization. So I think the next one is how to place each image in the screen like this. So for me, it's I think everyone have different way, but I do the simulation. I put it here. So it says if the first president was elected in 1789, and the last one is more than that, right? 2021. So I try to put that in the x-axis and then y-axis like this, right? And then I can see how many rows or how many columns I need in order to visualize all of the years from 1789 until now, right? So this is I fixed with the 10 column, right? But we can do, depend on the size of the screen, we can do the flexibility on this number. You can have 10, 15 or 20 column, right? Equivalent with more than 10 years per row. Right? One thing, when we will draw the line later, we need to identify the first row. So the number will go from the left hand side to the right hand side. But when it goes to the second row here, the number will run from the right hand side to the left hand side and keep going on that way, right? And then I type the number in here and I try to build the formula whenever I have the years here, and then I try if I put it in the column number 1, and if I have this number with column number 2, so I try to simulate the formula we see work for the own years here. So whenever I have the years here, so I will have the coordinate at the row 10 and at the column 3, right, for the sample. So I do it. So I put some formula here. You can use that later when you do your own visualization. Right? So this is the way I do. Right? And this is all the years when the first president were elected, and then until now, until today. 2022. Okay, so now I bring that into the screen, and then with the formula I have shown you in the Excel, you can see I developed the formula, and then I build this one. So I say if the row is the odd row, right? This one is to say if the row is the odd row, and if the years we are looking at minus in the first year, and then we divide by number of the row. You know, in an example I put 10, right? And then if that equal 0, it means the years is at number 10. So I put there is number 10. Otherwise, I put the x value, right? And then if the row is the even, so as I shared with you, the number need to run from the right hand side to the left hand side. So we need to do vice versa, right? If this one equal 0, it means there the number 10 on the column number 10. So we need to put that opposite to another size. We put it number 1. Otherwise, we take the total years of the one row, we minus the year in the position. So we have, okay, so that's the x. So don't worry, sir, I already studied this one, and then I built this formula, so you can use that. No need to invent the wheel. So for the y-axis, what I did is I just take the maximum. I just share with you again, because the computer will run this one from the 1 here until 24 here, but we need to do 1 here, we need to do another way round, so from 1 to 24. So that's why in formula we say we need to take the maximum y, which is the maximum row, and then we minus the position of the years and divide by the how many years per row, and then we have the position of the y, right? Okay, so I think that's the most important. So we print x and y. So let me undo this one, right? So we print the x and y into this visualization. So we have it here, right? So we have I think we don't have this one, we have like this, right? So what we need to do in order to connect the line together, so I have created what I call the ID. So for every year connect to each other, they have the ID. So how the ID look like? So for me, ID is just the years plus with the month, whatever value in here, but it must be unique in order to have the different year connect with year, unique one, and then there's appear one per you know, per whole light from the first year until today. So I print the ID into the pad, and I can select it. It's the minimum or maximum or whatever. Just ID, right? And I have the another one. I want to create a two axis. I have here, I call this x-axis with event, with the years that people was elected as a president. So how I build this one? It's quite simple on that. So I build like this. So it says if the years that president were elected, and then just use the x-axis in here, and I don't know why not appear here, and why should it disappear here? Let me try it again. Okay, I try to bring it again. So this so the second one, it should not be the light. So the second one, I select at the shape, right? And in the shape here, I will print the president into the shape, right? And then I go into here. I reselect the shape, right? Because this one I already built, so that I automatically recognize. But you see, it George Washington here, and then you can print the picture of the George Washington here. Right? And then let's say I go to the Joe Biden, and then you can print the Joe Biden in here, right? Okay. And now you have the one chart for the full year from 1798, right, from 2022, and one chart is just a picture and the years when they were elected as a president. So now we combine this together, the dual system. So we have it, and we synchronize if we need. So we synchronize, and I just remove the shoulder, remove the header, sorry. Right. One more thing I will share is how to put the color of the light here. So what I have is I create a political group, right? And which is the parties of each president belong to, and then the length of the line in that color respectively is equivalent with the number of the year they are in the position, right? So they move to another president, so the color change, right? And then you can see in here democratic, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Almost 6 presidents come from the same party, and then you can see the long light of the green here. And similar here, you can see the long light of the red here. We see the Republican, and then the majorities of the parties in the US now is Democratic and Republican. Right? Okay. So this is the way I built the Squarey time-frame chart, and I hope you see that's interesting. And if you need to build for your own, please use the template I already built and just change the number of the years or number of the event you have, right? Or you can develop this to the even better version, right? In my first version, I do the parameter is year per row, it's here, so you can select the year per row here in order to adjust the view of your visualization, right? In case of there are too many light, you can print these the visualization wider in order to shorten the height, right? Let's say I bring it to 20. You can see, yeah. Now is you have a less light than before, or you put 40. Yeah, you can have less light, right? All right, and then now you can print something into, right? Like you can print some label in here. You can print the president name. Yeah, you can have president name in there, right? Or even you can put the years in there, right? So if you print the president name and then you do a little bit format, like here, president, and then put it like the just leave it in the black, right? And back to bold. And now you can have the only US presidents here with their presidencies in the one shot, right? Thank you very much, and I hope you you found you find that interesting for your visualization. Have a good day. Bye bye.